Peace and love. Hope everybody all right. It's nunoclock news. I had this conversation a couple of times dealing with the brother Reggie Carroll. Yesterday was his service. Rest in peace to that brother. Condolences to the family going through it. Because it's not a game. And I keep telling y'all over and over again, sometimes, most of the time, narratives outweigh the actual facts. And what they just did is trying to create a narrative that I already said was probably a fact. You dig? Brothers get tired of being around each other, especially when they're around each other off the strength of someone else. So they got him on footage going through an altercation, which obviously was with the person that ended up being arrested, ended up being bailed out on $500,000. Yeah, he in the street. That's why a lot of people quiet. They're like, damn, he gave him 5, he'll definitely get it to me. Soft. Straight like that. Y'all gotta stop doing half-ass stuff over here. You're wasting people's time. Straight like that. Now, that narrative that they show right there can be the reason why that brother end up beating him. But here's the difference. With situations like that and when it go too far, you gotta have one time, boom, you could put the narrative of self-defense, things of that nature. You dig? But when it's a boom, 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 nah. You're just trying to make a point. And the way that footage went, with the aggression on that brother's behalf, it's going to make room for people to think that whatever happened was justified. Look at these youngsters in the street, spinning left and right. Look at the shit that's going on in the Bronx, the Chicago, left and right. I can talk about all that stuff all day, all night, because it keep on happening. Make no sense. It makes no sense. So now what's going to happen in this situation? We have no idea. Just got to stay tuned to see what's going to go on. The trial ain't going to be till next year. You dig? Or maybe early 2027. Because ain't no telling if they playing with money to make this stretch out. Whoever bailed them out, then had the paper to stretch it out, probably. You dig? So, who knows, man? Or maybe it might end up being a speedy trial because brother got evidence showing that brother's character to say, look at what happened, look at what happened, look at what happened there, and all that. Because that's probably not the first one. And that footage is from June. And then the other part, I heard people saying, yeah, he got that thing in his hand. That wasn't a thing in his hand. That was his phone. And when you see it, you'll see him talking and all that stuff while all that's going on. And then he hears something else and then start pointing at him with the phone in his hand. But the way that people put it and all that stuff, is that narrative. Oh, yeah, and he's being an aggressor. Oh, it's definitely going to be a game being played in the courtroom on that brother's name. Sad, man. Like I said, we got to stay tuned for the follow-ups of whatever's going on in this case. And not for nothing, that's between two men. Get that other man name out of it. You dig? It wasn't him that initiated it. It wasn't him that started that. That was between two grown-ass men. All right? And that's it.
Hey, there's witnesses out here, though, bro. I stay right here. I just called Cat. There's witnesses right here, bro. There's witnesses outside, bro. It's witnesses. There's witnesses outside. There's white people outside.